Jack Ford tried to make her unattractive in a couple of scenes, and it was impossible.
1952. A powerful producer unloads on Maureen O'Hara in front of 50 people. Calls her difficult, calls her replaceable. The set freezes. No whispers, no movement. O'Hara doesn't fire back, doesn't step away. She just stands there, steady, waiting. Then John Wayne shifts his weight and steps forward. What happens next will show everyone what real loyalty looks like. Moab, Utah, August 1952. The desert is blazing at 106 degrees. The kind of heat that melts makeup, jams cameras, and drains the life out of a crew before noon. They're shooting Rio Grande. John Ford is directing. Republic Pictures is backing it. Big money Western. Third chapter in Ford's Cavalry trilogy. Pressure is high and patience is low. Maureen O'Hara stands center set, 32 years old. Red hair lit up by the sun like fire. Green eyes sharp enough to stop a man in his tracks.
But she always ends up looking beautiful.
There's no way to make her not beautiful. Tried that. Jack Ford tried to make her.
She's no rookie. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. How Green Was My Valley. Miracle on 34th Street. Critics crowned her the Queen of Technicolor. The camera loves her. But today the camera isn't rolling. Today the drama is off-screen. At the edge of the set stands Herbert Yates, president of Republic Pictures, the man who signs the checks, the man who believes that money equals control. He's been watching the morning shoot, getting more irritated with every take. The clock is ticking. The budget is swelling. Someone has to take the hit. He picks Maureen. Miss O'Hara. His voice cuts through the desert air. Every crew member hears it. Every conversation dies. Maureen turns to face him, calm, controlled. Yes, Mr. Yates. He strides toward her, short frame, crisp, expensive suit, the walk of a man used to owning things and people. We've been on this scene for 3 hours. 3 hours. Do you know what that costs? Maureen lifts her chin just a touch. I'm aware of the schedule. Then why can't you get it right? Silence drops hard. 50 people watching, actors, grips, extras. Nobody dares step in. Maureen doesn't blink. The scene requires emotional truth, Mr. Yates. That takes time. He steps closer, his face red, but not from the sun. Emotional truth? He laughs, sharp and cold. You're an actress, Miss O'Hara. You pretend for a living. How much truth do you need? A crew member shifts his boots in the dust. No one meets her eyes. Maureen keeps her voice steady, calm as stone. As much as the scene requires. That's it. Yates snaps. The scene requires you to hit your mark and say your lines. That's all. That's what I'm paying you for. Not your opinions, not your artistic vision, your face and your voice, nothing else. He's shouting now, words flying fast. You think you're special. You think you're irreplaceable. I've got 100 actresses who would kill for this role. 100. You're nothing but a name on a contract, and contracts can be broken. Blink. Nobody moves, nobody breathes. And here's the hard truth. This kind of public dressing down wasn't rare in 1952. The crew notices. They know Wayne's temper. They've seen him throw punches over less. The air shifts. Yates spots him approaching. That smug look cracks just a little. A flicker of worry slips through. Duke, we were just... Wayne stops 3 feet away, close enough to tower over him. He doesn't yell, doesn't posture. His voice is low, controlled. That makes it worse. I heard. Now, Duke, this isn't your concern. This is between me and... Wayne cuts in, calm as steel. You don't talk to her like that. Yates blinks. Excuse me? Wayne steps half a pace closer, not aggressive, just firm. Maureen O'Hara is not your property. She is not a name on a contract. She's the reason people are going to buy tickets to this picture. Now, wait a minute. Wayne keeps going, same even tone. She's not just part of this set, Mr. Yates. She's the pillar holding it up. Without her, there is no film. Without her, there is no trilogy. Without her, you got nothing but horses and dust.
I have 4 nephews, and they're pretty young, but they wouldn't miss a John Wayne picture. And so would we.
Well, that's
so
because Maureen is in most of them.
Well,
His eyes narrow slightly. So you will not speak to her that way. Not today. Not ever. Is that clear? Yates opens his mouth, closes it, opens it again. Duke, I'm the president of this studio. You can't... Wayne leans in just enough to make the point. I can leave right now, walk off this set and never come back. And I'll make sure everyone knows why. Every newspaper, every columnist, every theater owner in America will hear that Herbert Yates drove John Wayne off a picture because he couldn't treat a lady with respect. He straightens up, calm, solid. Is that what you want? Dead silence. 50 people watching, nobody blinking. Yates' face runs through every color, red, pale, tight. You can almost see the math happening behind his eyes. If Wayne walks, the headlines explode. The studio bleeds money. The scandal spreads fast. He can't afford that, and he knows it. Finally, Yates exhales. The fight drains out of him. Fine, we'll take a break. Resume in an hour. He turns and walks off. No final word, no eye contact, just retreat. The entire set breathes again. He starts walking, steady, deliberate steps across hot desert sand. The kind of walk that says trouble is coming. The crew notices. They know Wayne's temper. They've seen him throw punches over less. The air shifts. Yates spots him approaching. That smug look cracks just a little. A flicker of worry slips through. Duke, we were just... Wayne stops 3 feet away, close enough to tower over him. He doesn't yell, doesn't posture. His voice is low, controlled. That makes it worse. I heard. Now, Duke, this isn't your concern. This is between me and... Wayne cuts in, calm as steel. You don't talk to her like that. Yates blinks. Excuse me? Wayne steps half a pace closer, not aggressive, just firm. Maureen O'Hara is not your property. She is not a name on a contract. She's the reason people are going to buy tickets to this picture. Now, wait a minute. Wayne keeps going, same even tone. She's not just part of this set, Mr. Yates. She's the pillar holding it up. Without her, there is no film. Without her, there is no trilogy. Without her, you've got nothing but horses and dust. His eyes narrow slightly.
I've never seen any of those love scenes. It's always been, Jesus, I either putting a skillet to her bottom or dragging her through sheep stuff in Ireland.
So you will not speak to her that way. Not today. Not ever. Is that clear? Yates opens his mouth, closes it, opens it again. Duke, I'm the president of this studio. You can't... Wayne leans in just enough to make the point. I can leave right now, walk off this set and never come back. And I'll make sure everyone knows why. Every newspaper, every columnist, every theater owner in America will hear that Herbert Yates drove John Wayne off a picture because he couldn't treat a lady with respect. He straightens up, calm, solid. Is that what you want? Dead silence. 50 people watching, nobody blinking. Yates' face runs through every color, red, pale, tight. You can almost see the math happening behind his eyes. If Wayne walks, the headlines explode. The studio bleeds money. The scandal spreads fast. He can't afford that, and he knows it. Finally, Yates exhales. The fight drains out of him. Fine, we'll take a break. Resume in an hour. He turns and walks off. No final word, no eye contact, just retreat. The entire set breathes again. Wayne turns back to Maureen. She hasn't moved, same posture, same lifted chin. But her eyes are different now, not overwhelmed, just aware. She steps a little closer and speaks low so only he hears. You didn't have to do that. Wayne shrugs like it's nothing. Yeah, I did. He could make trouble for you. Let him try? She almost smiles. almost. Why do you always fight my battles? Wayne looks at her. No smirk, no show. Just straight truth in his eyes. Because you shouldn't have to fight them alone. And because anyone who tries to break you down doesn't understand what you're worth. That's it. No big performance, no applause. He turns and walks toward the craft services table like it was just another Tuesday on set. Maureen watches him go. That's Wayne. No speeches, no need for credit. He stepped in because it was right, because she mattered, because when you trust someone, you don't let them stand there alone. The crew slowly gets back to work. Boots shuffle, cameras reset, conversations restart in low tones. But something has changed. Everyone saw what happened. Everyone felt it. John Wayne doesn't let his people fall. That message is loud and clear. Let me throw this at you. Have you ever had someone step up for you when you were standing there by yourself? That kind of loyalty hits deep. It stays with you. 3 weeks later, still on Rio Grande, Yates keeps his distance. No more public lectures, no more direct confrontations. Messages come through assistants now, polite, careful. He never speaks to Maureen like that again. The film premieres in November 1952. Critics praise it. Audiences pack theaters. The box office beats expectations. And just like that, Wayne and O'Hara become one of Hollywood's strongest screen teams. 5 films together across 2 decades: The Quiet Man, McClintock, Big Jake, The Wings of Eagles. Every time they share the screen, it feels electric, not flashy, not forced, real. Reporters keep asking the same question. What makes them work so well together? What's the secret? Maureen always answers the same way. Duke respects me on set and off. He treats me like an equal, like a partner. In this business, that is everything. Wayne keeps it simpler. Maureen doesn't need me to be her hero. She can take care of herself, but I'll be damned if I'll let anyone try to take that from her. Same year, 1952, The Quiet Man, directed by John Ford again, Ireland this time, rolling green fields instead of desert dust. There's that famous scene, Wayne dragging O'Hara across the countryside. Long, rough, physical. She insists on doing her own stunts. No whining, no shortcuts. After the take, Wayne walks over. You okay? She brushes dirt off her dress. I've had worse. He nods. I know you have. That's their rhythm. No babying, no ego. Just 2 professionals who respect each other's strength. Fast forward to 1971, McClintock, their last film together. They're older now. Wayne is 64. O'Hara is 51. Time shows on both of them, but the connection, still solid. Between takes, they sit side by side in folding chairs, coffee cups cooling in their hands. Wayne breaks the quiet. Remember Rio Grande? O'Hara smiles. Yates. Wayne chuckles. Thought he was going to cry when I stepped up. She laughs. You scared him half to death. Then silence. Not awkward, comfortable, the kind that only comes after years of shared battles and shared wins. She looks at him again. You know, I never thanked you properly. For what? For standing up that day. Nobody had ever done that for me before. Not like that. Wayne shifts in his chair. You didn't need me to. She holds his gaze. No, but you did it anyway. That's the difference, Duke. You did it anyway. Wayne sits with that for a moment. Then he says, You remember what I said about you being the pillar? I remember. I meant it, still do, always will. He stands up, brushing dust off his pants. Come on, Ford's getting cranky. We've got a scene to shoot. He walks back toward the set. She watches him just like she did years earlier. 20 years, 5 films, 1,000 small moments of quiet respect, standing together when it would have been easier to look the other way. That's partnership. That's loyalty. That's love. Not the romantic kind. Something tougher, rarer, the kind built on equality and backbone. John Wayne passes away in 1979. Maureen isn't at the funeral. She's overseas filming and can't get back in time. But she releases a short statement, simple, direct. Duke was my partner, my friend, my pillar. He stood up for me when others wouldn't. He believed in me when I forgot to believe in myself. I will never work with another actor who comes close to what he was. Years later, in 2004, she publishes her memoir, "'Tis Herself." One entire chapter is about Wayne, pages about the films, the laughs, the arguments, the bond. But one moment stands above the rest. On the set of Rio Grande, a powerful man tried to humiliate me. He called me irreplaceable, called me nothing. I stood my ground, but I was alone, or so I thought. Duke stepped forward quietly, calmly. He didn't throw a punch. He didn't need to. He simply said what was true. She is not a part of this set. She is the pillar that holds it up. That line didn't fade with time. It stuck. That was Duke. He didn't step in because he thought women were fragile. He stepped in because he knew they weren't. He defended strength. He defended dignity. He saw a powerhouse being talked down to and decided that wasn't going to stand. As Maureen later wrote, he didn't rescue her. He didn't treat her like someone who needed saving. He reminded everyone else what they should have already understood. I was not property. I was not decoration. I was Maureen O'Hara, and that meant something. That wasn't ego. That was identity. That was a woman claiming her space in a business that didn't always hand it over easily. Maureen O'Hara passed away in 2015 at 95 years old. At her memorial, they played scenes from her greatest films, The Quiet Man, How Green Was My Valley, Rio Grande. And every time she shared the screen with Wayne, you could see it plain as day, the trust, the balance, the way neither tried to overpower the other. Two equals side by side. What he gave her wasn't protection in the usual sense. It was recognition. He saw her strength and made sure others saw it too. He respected that she could stand on her own and made it clear she wouldn't have to stand alone. Some debts aren't about money. They're about presence, about who shows up when the heat is on and the pressure is heavy. Wayne showed up that day in the desert, and he kept showing up year after year. That's not hype, that's character. And in the end, that's the real measure of a man. Years passed. The lights dimmed. The cameras stopped rolling. But that moment in the desert never really faded. It became part of Hollywood legend, not because of shouting, not because of power, but because of principle. In an industry built on image, John Wayne showed substance. In a system where silence was safer, he chose to speak. He didn't make a scene to look heroic. He didn't call a press conference. He didn't brag about it later. He just stepped up when it counted. That's the kind of move you can't fake. And Maureen O'Hara, she never forgot it. Not because she needed saving. She didn't. She was tough, disciplined, and fully capable of handling herself. But respect hits different when it comes without strings attached. Wayne didn't defend her to control her. He defended her because it was right, because fairness mattered, because dignity mattered. That's why their partnership worked. It wasn't about ego. It wasn't about headlines. It was about balance. Two strong personalities, two professionals, no one trying to shrink the other. When you watch their films now, you can feel that undercurrent, the glances, the timing, the way they move around each other like they know exactly who's standing beside them. That kind of chemistry doesn't come from acting classes. It comes from trust. Hollywood has changed a lot since 1952. Contracts look different. Sets run differently. Power isn't as concentrated in one voice shouting across the sand. But the lesson still stands. When someone is being pushed down unfairly, what do? Do you stare at the ground and hope it passes? Or do you take one calm step forward? Wayne's move that day wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was controlled, direct, clear. He drew a line and didn't raise his voice to do it. Sometimes strength isn't about volume, it's about certainty. And here's the thing. Moments like that define reputations more than any box office number ever could. Awards collect dust, headlines fade, but stories about character, those stick around. They get told and retold because people recognize something real in them. Loyalty, backbone, integrity. Maureen O'Hara once said that respect in this business was everything. She lived that standard, so did he. And together they built a partnership that outlasted studios, contracts, and decades of change. So the next time you watch Rio Grande or The Quiet Man, look a little closer, beyond the script, beyond the costumes. You'll see two people standing on equal ground, not because the industry handed it to them, but because they demanded it and backed each other up when it mattered most. If this story meant something to you, hit that like button so more people can hear it. Drop a comment and tell me, have you ever seen someone step up like that in real life? Or have you been that person for someone else? Let's talk about it. And if you enjoy deep dives into real Hollywood moments like this, stories about loyalty, courage, and the truth behind the spotlight, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.